What's good, guys? It's your boy, the Fat Bully Fred here, and welcome to the second ever series on the channel. This is my first ever solo series as well. Welcome to the Pokemon Platinum Overclock. Now, the Overclock is a Nuzlocke variant that I have made myself, so it's your traditional Nuzlocke, only bumped up to the extreme. Overclocked, which is why it's the Overclock. Now, first of all, if you are new to the channel, hello, welcome, I am Fred. It says so in the channel name. I am your host for this series. Obviously, I mean, it is my channel. Now, of course, with that being said, a few things you should know about me. I am crazy about Pokemon, which is why we're playing it on the channel. I can be quite loud, I can be quite quiet, I can be three heckin' different people. So, I think we should just get this straight underway. I'll explain the rules to the Overclock as we go through this Professor Rowan dialogue right here. I've got all the rules just over on my second monitor, so I'll be able to read through them super quickly. And so we will get this underway for the second ever series on the channel. This is something I am so excited for. Steven, thank you very much, my friend. His links will be down in the description. He's the person who's made all of the graphics, including the intro, the layout, everything in this series, including the trainer sprite right above my head, and you'll find out what that is for just a little bit later on. But of course, we have the music. I want you to know I am a Gen 4 kid, total Gen 4 kid. The Sinnoh games, by far the best, and this music just brings back so much nostalgia. I cannot wait to play this series. Now, of course, the Overclock is a randomized Nuzlocke. So, in this series, every Pokemon that we'll be able to find will be randomized, and so will their abilities, their types, their stats, everything else will stay the same. They will have random abilities. Every single trainer in the game will be bumped up by 20%. Which is going to make them ridiculously difficult to battle as we get later on into the game. I'll have to have my battle style on set, meaning that I won't be able to switch out my Pokemon between Pokemon of the opponent. With regards to trainers, I've set myself a few rules as well. I must battle every single trainer on any route in the game. Every single trainer will have fully evolved Pokemon by level 30, meaning that by the time we hit really the third gym in this save, every single trainer is going to have fully evolved Pokemon, which is ridiculous. With regular trainers, I'm only allowed to use one healing item per battle and 0 battle items such as X attacks, X defends, etc, etc. This is to stop me from being able to just heal spam to get out of difficult situations, just making the game a little bit harder for myself. Now, of course, we are going to name our rival Indigo after our boy Matt, the Indigo Plateau, who we are currently doing the Soul Link with as well. So if you don't know about the Soul Link, be sure to go and check it out. Links will be down below, as well as everything to go and find Matt's channel as well. Now, with gym leaders and the Elite Four, in gym battles, I have to enter the gym with the same amount of Pokemon as what the gym leader will be using. So for the first gym, I believe it's 3. For the second gym, it's 3 as well. Third gym, I believe it's 4, etc, etc, going on and on. Once a gym has been entered, I cannot leave until I've beaten every single trainer in that gym. I've made it a little bit easier for myself for gym battles. We're allowed to use 2 healing items and 1 battle item per battle. And that is just to make it a little bit more realistic for myself. With regards to the Elite Four and the gym leaders, we will have level caps going into each and every gym battle as well. But we can get closer to that as we get closer to our gyms. I have got the level caps already written down, but I don't know if I'm going to play about with them at all just yet. Obviously, this dialogue here, Indigo, he's there, he's saying, "There you are. Hey, Fred, did you see the TV? Sure you did. He's talking about really important studies on Pokemon, right? That means that he must have loads of Pokemon. So why don't we go get one?" And then he gets distracted and looks at my PC. So, way to go, Matt. He's going to run off. He's going to charge us 10 million Pokedollars if we're late. Ridiculous sum of money. But yeah. With regards to encounters, it is the same as a regular Nuzlocke. We can only try and catch the first encounter on any given route. Gift encounters do not count as our encounter for that route. They are static encounters. We are allowed to catch static encounters. Dupes claws and shiny claws and species claws are all in effect. If we find a duplicate or a member of that same species, we will not have to catch them. It will be our choice. If we want to, then we can. Shiny claws as well. If we run into a shiny Pokemon at any point, we are allowed to try and catch it. Obviously, regular Nuzlocke rules apply. We must nickname all our Pokemon. And if a Pokemon dies, it must be boxed or released, because it will no longer be allowed to be used. Now, of course, with that also in mind, we are going to make the rule that the only time we're allowed to bring a Pokemon out of the death box is for HM usage if no other Pokemon we own can learn said HM, which is a very, very unlikely situation, but you never know. The only other rule is that in this series, I'm restricting myself to having healing tokens, which you can see just there, middle of the screen. So I've started off the save with 2 healing tokens. So I'm allowed 2 free heals, and the only time we'll be allowed to get another heal token is when we get to a new city or town, meaning that we are very, very limited to the heals we can use. Realistically, outside of the free heals that we get from like our mum and random houses, which we have to use a healing token to use, we only have the Pokemon centers in each town, meaning that we can only realistically use them once, other than the 2 free healing tokens I've given myself at the start. But yeah, that is basically all of the rules going into this series. I know there's a lot. They will all be down in the description below, and of course, as we go through the save as well, I'll make sure that I keep you guys up to date on them. But now, we are heading up to the top of Twin Leaf Town to meet Indigo, because we want to try and get to Sandgem Town to meet the Professor. So, alright, let's get moving to Prof. Rowan's lab in Sandgem Town. What? Don't go into the tall grass? Right, no worries, no issue. Boy, it doesn't matter that we don't have any Pokemon, because we can just scoot over to the next patch of grass and no wild Pokemon will be able to get us. So, what do you think? Should we go for it? I mean, I know I'm ad-libbing, but he's gonna go for it. You know, Matt's a bit headstrong, a bit reckless. Hold it! Oh. You two, you don't seem to have any Pokemon between you. Then what is the meaning of going into the tall grass? Just ... Hey, Fred, this old guy. It's Prof. Rowan, isn't it? What's he doing here? They tried to go into the tall grass because they wanted Pokemon. What should I do? The world would surely change if they were to meet Pokemon. Is it right for me to put them on that path? Yes it is. I want a Pokemon. You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? Yes, we do. Me too, I love Pokemon too. I'll ask you once again. You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? What? You could ask us 100 times. You could ask me 1,000 times and I would still say yes. Every goddamn time. A pair of reckless kids who foolishly tried to enter tall grass. Hey! I did not try to enter that grass. That was all Indigo. That was all Indigo. Well, well then forget about me, but give a Pokemon to my friend here. I mean, it was me who tried to go into the tall grass and all. Huh. How big of you. Very well then. I will entrust you both with Pokemon. I apologise for putting you through that endeavour. However, you must promise me that you will never recklessly endanger yourselves again. Now then, where did I put my briefcase? So, at the minute, my voice is a little bit shot. I've had a sore throat all weekend, which is absolutely terrible going into this series, but I could not wait to get it out to you guys, so I'm going to power through and try and do my best. As you can tell, my voice is a little bit croaky, but we will work with it. I'm really, really excited to get this series underway. So, here, I believe, is where we're going to get the chance to get our starter Pokemon for the save, and I cannot wait to see what our options are. Obviously, naturally, the options would be Turtwig as a grass type, then you'd have Chimchar as a fire type, and Piplup as a water type. So it'll be interesting to see what we can get. Obviously, if it was a Piplup, I would love it. Piplup is my mascot Pokemon for the channel. For any of you who do not know, Piplup is my boy. When I played for Gen 4, I went Piplup every single time. I also managed to get a Glaceon every single time in Platinum as well, because Glaceon and Leafeon, again, my favourites, but Glaceon was just so much cooler to me for whatever reason. But, here we go, we get to pick our starter Pokemon in the save, and our options are we have the handstand Pokemon Hitmontop, which is actually a Pokemon that we have in the Soul Link at the minute, which is called Nathan. So that'd be a really cool option. That is what Piplup would normally be. We have the Bite Pokemon Mightyena, so a Dark type. Not the best statistically, but a really cool Pokemon nonetheless. Fully evolved right off the bat. That's what Chimchar should be. And finally, Piplup! We have our boy! Straight off the bat, Piplup is what Turtwig should be. And I am sorry to Hitmontop. I am sorry to Mightyena. But that is it. No, I am going with Piplup. That is my boy! Oh, I'm so excited now. Oh! I am killing my voice by shouting, but I do not care. This is ridiculous. We have our mascot of the channel in our first solo series as our starter. That could not be more perfect. Oh my god, my voice. I'm gonna have to drink. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sponsored by these, but Jesus, I'm killing my voice. Huh, how do you like that? Prof. Rowan's actually really nice. On TV, he seems so stern and scary. Oh, here we go. Fred, we've both got a Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do, right? Are you up for this? Yeah, boy. Of course I am. Time has finally come for our first battle of the series. Oh, I am excited to have a Piplup. He's gone with the Mightyena. It's level 6 because of that increase. And we've got my boy Piplup. I could not be more happy about that. We're going to go for a pound. It's going for Sand Attack. This Mightyena is actually going to be really, really difficult to try and take down. As you can see, that did nothing. That did literally nothing. Oh, it's raising its attack as well. This Mightyena's going for the sweep. Okay, well, all we can try and do is just continuously knock it down with pounds. It's howling up. I mean, its attack is now double what it normally should be. But we have got it almost down to half. And it's going for another Sand Attack. So at the minute, it hasn't tried to attack us. I wonder if it's only to attack our Sand Attack and Howl. That'd be really interesting if it doesn't have an attacking move. It hasn't gone for one yet. Okay, that's something I might want to actually try and look up quickly. So let's just get on here. So we want Mightyena Gen 4. Let's see. I'm sorry guys, I am waiting, but I want to see what it learns. So it should have Bite. Unless... it should have Tackle and it should have Bite, but it may have forgotten Tackle. No, it should have Tackle and Bite at this level. So it's interesting to know that it hasn't used either of those moves yet. And as I say that, it goes for the +2 Stab, Bite, and oh my goodness, he's knocked us out in one. Jesus. Okay, well, it's a good thing that the Nuzlocke has not started yet. The Nuzlocke does only start once we have our Pokeballs. And I think this is the only time we can really afford to lose a battle as well. So, unfortunately, Piplup isn't able to pick up a level or 2 from that first battle, but I do not mind. I'm still so excited to have a Piplup as our partner in this series. Oh, and of course, up above, you now know what the trainer sprite is for. As you can see, the layout has just updated to have a Piplup alongside our trainer. That is something that I wanted to do with this series. I wanted to make it more immersive for you guys. So I've added the trainer sprite in of myself, and then we will have all of our Pokemon surrounding us as the journey goes through. And I thought that was a really cool idea. I hope you guys like it too. Hopefully it will just make this layout look super cool. I already love the way it looks. But yeah, really interesting. And of course, guys, common question of the day. If you had the choice out of the 3 starters, which if you are on PC, you will be able to do, because I will leave a link to the download for the ROM down below as well. But if you had the choice, which starter would you have picked out of the 3 and why? I'm going to see Prof. Rowan so I can thank him properly. So I had this great idea. Listen up. You know that lake where we always play? You know how they say there's a legendary Pokemon that lived here? That's it. Let's go catch it. I mean, he's won 1 battle and he's thinking he can take on a legendary. I mean, he is super effective on it. He has got Bite, but something tells me he's not going to do too much against a Mesprit. Alright, we're at the lake. Get ready because we're catching that legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one, it's here. It even says so on the sign. Oh. What's going on? The flowing time. The expanding space. I'll make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Remember it. Until then, sleep while you can, legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. Allow me to pass. Step aside. And that was Cyrus, and we will find out more about him as the journey goes through. Okay, Fred, let's catch that legendary Pokemon. Because that's the noise that a legendary fairy makes. Did you hear that, Fred? That was a legendary Pokemon crying. It just had to be. Okay, this is our chance. Let's catch it. Oh, wait. What? We don't have anything on us. You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K accent E-balls. If we don't have those, we can't catch anything. Do you think if we asked Prof. Rowan, he'd give us some? You know, you remember what he said, don't you? He said to visit him in his lab if we need anything. Okay, Fred, I'll race you. First one's the Professor's lab in Sanctum Town. Rules. This boy is fast. We took off like 1 second after him and he's already gone. But this is an interesting point right here because we don't have Pokeballs. The Nuzlocke has not started, so it means that we can actually scout out what we could possibly get on Route 201, which would be interesting. And the first Pokemon we see on this route is a Cherim. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about that. Cherim is a fully evolved Pokemon, but it's also a grass type. So while the Nuzlocke is not in effect, I'm going to take this opportunity to try and get some experience on Piplup. Just take out the Cherim if we can. That dealt a decent amount of damage. It's only got Tackle by the look of things, which did nothing. Okay, Piplup should be groovy here. Let's go for another Tackle. Oh, that's also another thing. We need to check out what our Piplup is rocking, because obviously we know its moves, but we don't know its nature, and we don't know its ability. So that'll be really, really interesting to see as well. So hopefully 2 more pounds will be enough to take out this Cherim. Hasn't really done anything to hurt us too much either, which is great. It means that we shouldn't have to use one of our free heals. Oh my. Oh. 57 experience, that's a good amount. Will it take us to a level 6? Yes, it will. Okay, that's really, really good. I'm very happy with that. No attack growth. Interesting. Does that mean we have a lowering attack nature? Let's check out Piplup. Bold. Bold. Tinted lenses. Powers up not very effective moves. Now that's actually really, really clutch. I can't remember exactly what Bold does, so I'm quickly going to look it up. Let's see. Bold raises defense and lowers attack. So, of course, that would be why it has done that for Piplup. It's raised his defense and lowered his physical attack, which is actually really, really good. It means that we're going to be really, really bulky. We are primarily a special attacker as well, and we have powered up not very effective attacks, which could come in clutch later on in the game. So with regards to Piplup, I am really, really happy. And actually, we should get a free potion here from this woman as well. So we're in a really good position. Piplup has now gained a level. We are rocking out. Really, really good nature. Really good ability. So I'm very, very happy with how this has turned out right off the bat. And the good thing is that abilities carry through throughout the entire playthrough, meaning that when we get an Empoleon, if he does make it that far, he will have tinted lenses as well. This is it. Our Pokemon Research Lab. Let's go! Oh, what the? Oh, it's you, Fred. That old guy. He's not scary so much as he is totally out there. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll see you later, boy. I'm out of here. Wow, what was that? Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside. Yes, let's go inside and let's thank the professor for our Piplup. And we should be able to give it a nickname now as well. What I will try and do with this series, obviously I won't be able to for the first few episodes. I'm going to try and get the first few episodes recorded all at once. But I will try and nickname some of the Pokemon after you guys in the comments. So if you want to be featured in this series below, answer the comment question of the day. Let us know what's happening in the comments section. There is a good chance that you could be one of our Pokemon. Now, what do I call this? Obviously, in the Soul Link, we have Frank, our Kyurem, which I would have called Piplup, but I don't think it's going to work very well having two Franks as both of our starters. So I am going to call this... I tell you what, I know what I'm going to call it. We are going to call our Piplup Shio, which is Japanese for tidal, I do believe. I just want to make sure that I am spelling that correctly. Yes, yes it is. Shio, meaning tidal in Japanese. So that is what we are going to call our Piplup for this series. Yes, I am very happy with that nickname. Really, really pleased that we have Piplup as our starter. So, with that being said, now we have the opportunity to buy Pokeballs. Once we get through all this tutorial dialogue with Dawn. So we have two options. I've still got about 5 or 10 minutes left in the episode. So with that being said, possibly we could end up getting 1 or 2 encounters in this episode, but by the time we've gone back to our mum as well and told her that we're going on a journey, we'll have to see what's really happening with that. So it'll be really, really interesting to see what happens. We have now got the Pokedex as well, so that is really, really good. We can now get our journey underway. He wants us to go and encounter every kind of Pokemon in the Sinnoh region. Unfortunately, that is not our main goal in this series. Whew, I am so pleased to have a Piplup. I'm honestly so hyped because this is my favourite games in the entire Pokemon series with literally my mascot Pokemon with me. I am so excited to get this underway. My voice is dead as well. My voice is literally just gone. So it's a good thing that I'm probably only going to be recording one and then editing this to be able to get it up for you guys tonight. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to record a couple more after that. It'll just give me a chance to rest my voice a little bit. And of course the Professor's going to give us a TM, which is normally return, but in this series TMs are randomized as well as every other item in the game. Other than gifted items, unfortunately you cannot randomize them, but it means that we'll be able to see what return is in just a second and possibly have something new to teach our Piplup. Oh, sorry guys. But unfortunately, I'm going to need to keep drinking, otherwise I am just not going to be able to talk. So Dawn is obviously showing us what a Pokemon Center is and what a Pokemart is. And obviously with this Poke Center in the new town, we now have another token. So that is 4 tokens now, including the free heal we get from our mum. So I guess there's the 4th as well. But yeah, so hopefully in this series, it means that we'll be able to go really, really far. We have 4 free heals now. Obviously, we're going to have to go back and talk to our mum in just a second. And obviously, that initiates the heal. But unfortunately, because it is forced upon us, it will not count as one of our heal tokens. It's something that we have no option in. So we will just go with it. Okay, what can I buy? I can buy 3 more potions, which is kind of annoying. But that should be fine. 4 potions, 10 Pokeballs. Pardon me, I'm very happy with that. Jesus, you can tell my voice is dying, but I'm very happy with that to start. We have an item here. Peep this Master Ball! A smooth rock. So I'm pretty sure that increases the turns from Sandstorm and other things like that. So that's a decent item, possibly in the future. We do have 10 Pokeballs, but I am going to skip over this route for now because I want our first encounter to be at the Acuity Lakefront. But first, we will go and talk to our mum, get it out of the way. and then possibly end up today's episode with one encounter at Lake Acuity. So we will see what is happening. So yeah, like I said, we are just telling our mum that we're going on an adventure right now. Call us Bilbo. But yeah, we're going to run back to Lake Acuity and try and pick up the first encounter for the series, which I'm really, really excited to see what it will be. Obviously on Route 201 it could have been a Cherim. There are probably other Pokemon there as well. But I want to see what we can get on Lake Acuity. We do have 10 Pokeballs. Oh, of course. Oh, sorry, I'm going to have to mute out so many coughs. But yeah, basically this is Indigo's mum, and she's going to ask us to drop off a parcel to him in Jubilife City, which I believe is the town map. And because she has packed 2 of them, we are going to get one as well. But here we are, we have the parcel, we have to go and deliver that to Matt, and then we will get a town map as well. Yeah, like she said, he's probably heading straight off to Jubilife City. Right. So, I am going to head straight to Lake Acuity because Lake Acuity, I've been saying Acuity, haven't I? It's Lake Verity. Lake Acuity is in Snow Point. Right. The only patch of grass here. Is there a hidden item up here or something? No, there's not. Let's see what we get. Our first encounter for the playthrough, and it is going to be a Loudred. Okay, that's actually not bad. A Loudred is a pretty cool Pokemon, and it can evolve into an Exploud, which is a really, really cool Pokemon as well. So we are going to pound it. Hopefully it won't knock it out. Yeah, okay, we're fine. We are more than fine. That is easy damage right there. Should be able to knock it down just into the yellow. I'd say it could probably take one more, but I don't really want to risk it. It has Uproar as well, which at this stage is a really, really good move. I am going to throw a Pokeball at it. Let's see if we can catch this Loudred. Uno, dos, tres. First ball, triple jiggle. And we have our second Pokemon on the team. So now Loudred is added to the layout yet up above. So this is a female Loudred, the big voice Pokemon. And what are we going to call it? I don't really know. This is an interesting one. You see, I have a name for my male Explouds, and that is Marshall, after the Marshall Company, which deal with amps and speakers and stuff like that. But I don't really know what to call a female one. I guess Marsha? Sure, why not? Let's go with that. Marsha the Loudred. Instead of Marshall, we've got Marsha. And let's check her out as well. So, Marsha is level 2. Serious nature, so it's neutral nature with Synchronize, which is really, really cool because it means that if we get burnt, poisoned, paralyzed, or whatever, it passes it on to the opponent as well. And we are rocking out with Uproar, Pound, Astonish, and Howl, which is really, really cool. So early on, we have a setup move, we have 2 really good stabs, and we have coverage as well. 8 attack, 8 special attack, 7 speed and defense, and 6 special defense. At level 2 is actually really, really good. So hopefully Marsha's going to be able to put in a bit of work. But with that said, we are at a point now where we are coming up on the 30-minute mark. So I am going to end this episode here. I've been your boy, the Fat Belly Fried. Thank you so much for coming and checking out the first episode of the Pokemon Platinum Overclock. I am so excited to get this underway for you guys. You just trust me. This is going to be one of the best series I have ever done. And of course, if you have enjoyed, then don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Answer the comment question of the day, because it means that you may end up getting your name in this series. Like I said, I've been your boy, the Fat Belly Fried. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time. Peace.